Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Caroland. This is Carolina, and today's video I wanted to talk to you guys about dating as a transgender woman. Dating is one of the most requested topics on my channel, and I wanted to dive right into this. But before, I wanted to let you guys know that I am going on a date tonight, and I wanted to shout out these beautiful jewelry pieces that I got from Luisa Jewelry. They are based in New York, and they sent me these three pieces right here that you can see. The first two are this set of necklaces. You can wear them individually. They're called the Toledo set. The first one right here has this cute little bird, so feminine and beautiful. Then we got this other piece. It has a star with a little diamond in the middle. Then I got this gorgeous bracelet. 3 different layers right here. As you can see, it's 14 karat gold. These pieces are individually handcrafted by artists that have worked with companies like Louis Vuitton and Gucci, and all of their pieces are extremely beautiful. You get a 1-year warranty. You can go to the description of this video and you're gonna find a link. And guess what? Since Valentine's Day is just around the corner, my gift to you guys is a $10 discount off of any of your purchases with Luisa Jewelry. I, for example, I'm definitely getting one from my mom. I also want to get one for my best friend. And if you are looking into buying a gift for that special someone, I think Luisa can definitely hook you up with some beautiful pieces. I myself, I'm going on a date tonight. That's why I'm wearing all of my pieces and I'm all dolled up. And that's why I decided to make this video about dating, because I was like, well, it's on my mind and people ask me about it all the time. So I was like, let's make a video, let's talk about it. I think dating as a transgender woman, it's such a complex topic. As you guys know, I'm a very open person when it comes to my transgender status, but not everyone does that. There are people that live a stealth lifestyle, meaning they don't tell anyone that they're transgender, and that is okay. That is their choice, and I'm not here to say that it's wrong, but obviously there are pros to that and cons as well. Just like being open as a transgender woman has their pros and cons. I'm going to talk about my experience, of course, because that's the only experience that I know for sure. And one of the things that I've dealt with when dating as an openly transgender person is, when do you disclose? When do you tell this person that you're talking to, that you met online or you met in person, that you are transgender? I met this guy when I was working in this company back in Florida, and we met at the gym, at the company's gym. And right away we liked each other. I could tell that it was like chemistry and sparks, and we were just kind of like, okay, let's see where this goes. He got my number. We started texting, and of course, right away, my mind is like going a million miles per hour, and I'm just trying to figure out, okay, when do I tell this guy? And I decided this time around I was not gonna tell him right away. I wanted to experience what it was to meet someone and let them get to know me for me. In this case, I obviously am very comfortable being trans, but I also don't want people to immediately see that as like who I am. It's only a part of me. There's so much more about me than just being transgender. So we started texting, we started going on dates, we would have lunch every other day at work. As we started to get to know each other, I also started to realize that maybe this is going to work. Because unfortunately, when you're trans and you do not disclose right away, that's probably one of the main things you're thinking about. Is this person going to reject me the moment they find out that I'm trans? You know, I'm acting like myself, I'm being myself, but there's always that something in the back of your mind telling you like, oh my God, what if you're just wasting your time? What if he's violent towards you? What if he's rude? What if he calls you names? As time went on, I started to get to know him better, and I realized that there were a lot of things about him that made me feel very comfortable and that made me feel very positive about what his response would be like. For example, he told me he was very well traveled. That to me was like, okay, maybe that's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing, because that means he's, you know, met different types of people. He seems very like open-minded and everything. So that in itself was like a good thing. Another thing is we had a lot of things in common. We both were into fitness and like, you know, eating healthy and exercise and all these things. So I was like, all right, we have another thing in common that we can feel strong about. So that was good. Another thing is that we just had like really great conversations. We just like got along really well, and we definitely were attracted to each other. So after like almost a month and a half of talking, getting to know each other, finally the moment of truth. I was at his home and we were just talking, and all of a sudden one thing led to another and he went for a kiss. And of course at first I was just like, oh my god, he doesn't know I'm trans, like this is not right, I should tell him. But a part of me felt like, you know what, it's only a kiss, I am not gonna let it get farther than that. Back then I was pre-up, so I was very also worried about the fact that even if he was accepting, you know, the fact that I was pre-up at the time could also add another layer of complications, because what if he's like not into that? I was super nervous, but the kiss happened. We kissed very passionately and that was it. You know, I went home after that and I was super nervous, so I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do, what am I gonna do? So a couple days go by, we ended up going out on another date, and this time we were just like watching movies or something, and once again one thing led to another, and then he wanted to kiss me again. But this time I think he felt more comfortable and I felt more comfortable taking things a little further, so he started kind of touching me. And you know, at this point I just freaked out. I was like, there's no way that I can let this happen right now. I have to let him know. So I stopped him. You know, he kept asking me why, what's wrong, like, are you okay? You know, we've gotten to know each other at this point very well, like it had been like a month and a half of getting to know each other. So I was just super nervous and I was like, you know what, I'm just not ready for this, I think I better go home, blah blah blah. So I ended up going home, and when I got home I was like, I need to tell him, I need to be straight up. If he's gonna reject me, he's gonna reject me, but we've gotten this far, and if I want to take this to another level, then I need to be honest and I need to let him know. I feel like at this point I had enough of a chance for him to get to know me as a person and get to know everything about me that makes me me, rather than just being trans. I took my phone and I started texting him, and I was like, hey, you know, I think I really like you and I love that we're getting to know each other more and more, but I know that things are moving to another phase, and I want to be straight up with you and let you know that I am transgender. And unfortunately, his reaction was not that great. He immediately went into, oh wow, I didn't know you were a man. And I was like, oh no, he didn't. That was his first response. And then after that, of course, I rebuttal, because I hate when people call me that. And I was like, this is so ignorant, so let me just tell him what's up. And I was like, first of all, I am not a man. I've never been a man. I am a transgender woman. It was weird because like it wasn't the person that I met. Like he wasn't the sweet, smart, educated, open-minded person that I thought he was. He immediately became very aggressive. This happened years ago. Obviously, I learned from this experience. I learned that yes, there are times where you do need to disclose, especially if you're getting physical with someone. In our case, we only kissed, nothing else happened. But I know that it was my responsibility to tell him upfront about my transgender status. Not only because I think any other person deserves to know, but also because what if we were kissing and then for some reason he found out that I was trans, or he was able to tell, or whatever. He could have just, I don't know, turned violent. He could have become very aggressive or abusive. That was my situation. After that happened, you know, we exchanged a couple more texts. I was like, well, screw you. And he was like, well, screw you, and blah, blah, blah. And it just kind of ended at that point. It was so awkward because we happened to keep working at the same company. So I ran into him a few times, like during lunch breaks and stuff like that. And it was the most awkward thing. Like the first time he saw me, he like smiled, but then turned away. And I was just like, you know what, fuck you, like you were so rude to me over the phone. Yes, I understand if you're not okay dating me because I'm trans, but you didn't have to be rude about it. And that's like another thing I wanted to talk about. Like if you feel like I deceived him and that I deserve that, then you're being ignorant, because I think that any person that is not okay with dating a transgender person does not need to turn aggressive. I was never aggressive towards him. I never called him names. I never belittled him. And for him to call me names and just made me feel like I was this horrible person and just belittle me like that was just not okay. That's never okay. So I chose not to disclose right away. I had a bad experience. Like I said, there's so many different scenarios that you can find yourself in as a trans person when you're dating. It gets really complicated, and I could not talk about it in just one video because that would be like a 2-hour special video. And also, what happens after you've been dating a person for a period of time? You know, how does that work? what it is to meet parents, to meet friends of this person. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget Ana Luisa's Jewelry. All of the information is down below in the description. You got a link. You have a discount code for $10 off, that it's Caro 10. And also, don't forget to stay tuned for more of these dating videos. I have so many stories, so many experiences. I want to bring some of my friends so they can talk about their own experiences, because like I said, every trans person is different. I am literally gonna have like 20 videos of this topic and I'm so obsessed. And that's it. Until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Don't forget my social medias at the bottom if you want to follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.